Please remember to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. Also, be sure to follow and support me on my social media. Links in the description below. And be sure to click that join button down below to become part of the faithful keyring support. Now, please enjoy the video, everyone! What is up, my faithful keychains? This is Caelum Roxas here, and Caelum Roxas. And welcome back to Livber, Smoke and Mirrors. Now, in the last episode, we have gotten, I think, about 3 different endings this time around. We've gotten in, I believe, ending number 1, and we also got two of the endings in the truth path of this game. And now in today's episode, we are going to be getting the final 3 final 3 endings through the past route. And I will finally be announcing the winners of the giveaway, and I will be requesting a contact to be able to send you guys the Steam keys when I make the announcement. Now, before we begin, just letting you know, if you are enjoying my videos and you do wish to see more content from me, make sure to subscribe to the channel and click that bell button to be notified of all videos I upload. Be sure to leave a like, comment down below, and share this video to your friends and family. That will truly help me out in the algorithm. Be sure to follow me on my Blue Sky, join my Discord, follow my Tumblr, and join my Game Jolt for some future updates and community interaction. Be sure to buy my merch on my TeePublic page. Make sure to click that join button down below to become part of the faithful keyring support. You will gain perks such as custom emojis and badges, early access to upcoming videos, and shoutouts once every upload week. And lastly, go support my Patreon and Ko-Fi and hype this video up. And with all that said and out of the way, without further ado, let us begin, shall we? Let's begin! Alright, let's do this. Let me look at the narrative map, see if I can do any shortcuts at all. If not, I'll have to, like, cut ahead a lot. What we want is the past, remember. That's what we need to do in order to get these, last 3 endings. It doesn't look like I can get there with a shortcut, so I'm gonna have to cut ahead. Now hold on, Caelum. Remember, I'm gonna be petting the cat here. Of course, Caelum, go ahead. You deserve some pets. Okay, Caelum. I love cats. I know you do. I hope you'll still be here when I return, my friend. Okay, now let's go ahead and cut ahead. Why? Oh, I just got an achievement. The curiosity led you here, or is it? I just suddenly got an achievement. I guess I never clicked Y. Okay. You remember, the festival night, a warm breeze carries the city's aroma far away. You two slip away from the crowded streets. The early black's crimson glow wraps Lilith's hair like a fiery halo. The noise of celebration fades behind you, right there. You hand Lilith a bouquet of white tulip flowers. She looks deep into your eyes. She smiles, tossing her hair back. She asks the same question. Oh, a piece in her mind. The man handed you the memory stone. Okay. I guess I didn't get some of these before, even though I feel like I should have. That's weird. Okay. Oh, this is how the story goes. The story must be told. I know you knew that. I just got another achievement. How did I not get some of these achievements before? Because I'm doing some of the same routes I already did before. I am so confused. Tell me, my love, once we speak of this, there will be no turning back. So tell me, do you wish to remember your past, or to see the truth? Okay, this is where it starts. This is where I can now drift to the different endings, because last time I chose the truth, but this time, what happens if I choose to remember my past? To remember, I must know what came before. Maybe. Involuntary memory. You chose to remember the past with Lilith. Okay, this is so much different. Her naked body is covered with tens of thousands of wounds, cuts, and bruises. Where words and pains have struck and stuck, she walks with hatred and anger. She is no longer Lilith, an outer Gaian being, filled with hatred and the merciless reality of memories. The smoke closes in around you. Memories long buried begin to unravel, spilling before you with a shiver along your spine. The last rays of the setting sun shimmer on the lake. You were young then, in the middle of your youth. You sat alone on the trunk of a fallen tree, far from the noise of the festival, marking the new circadian cycle. You looked at the water. Do you remember what you were thinking? My mother's story, I think. The one about the star that fell from the sky. I think I remember. My father, boarding the ship and leaving. How I was left behind. My mother's story, I think. The one about the star that fell from the sky. The star that fell into the lake, turning into a pearl, left alone, in the middle of everything. You were thinking of how the story ended. Would you ever find your place in the sky? That's where I found you for the first time. That's how we met? How did you know I was there? Why are you telling me this? That's where we met. You told me something then. You said I was something like magic. Huh. But I was only an echo. The echo of a piece of you that stayed hidden. A part you could never bring out. I remember feeling seen for the first time. The setting sun washed everything in amber light. In your eyes, I saw the same sorrow as mine. The helpless rage of fading, of becoming nothing. The thorny stasis of knowing we would both end. We just stood there. You never said that before. No, I didn't. But I saw it. You and I belong to each other. For once. I could have been something. Something like what? You never stopped seeing me as something to possess, did you? You hesitate to remember, my love. Do your memories hurt you so deeply? Do you think forgetting will save you? Perhaps. Perhaps I must remember. When you spoke to me that day, everything was washed in orange light. Maybe this would let me forget my pain. You, this lake, the house, the ritual, all the pain they brought with them. The sun sinks in silence. After the last bubble breaks the lake's surface, nothing remains to be heard. The hum of your blood fills your ears. Then, from behind, a whisper takes shape, forming a body's faint silhouette. You don't understand. It's this pain that keeps you alive. Because you feel. The silence you cling to, the emptiness in your mind, won't take you where you think it will. Perhaps I must remember, or when you spoke to me that day, everything was washed in orange light. Better that than living with your madness. So be it, my love. Then you are not ready yet. You must begin again. From the very start, you'll return here once more until you are ready. The damp stones collapse with a roar. The ground cracks, yet nothing rises this time. The shadows between the bricks withdraw. The crimson light fades. Lilith steps back. There is no fury on her face, no grief, only exhaustion. Her lips move, soundlessly, but you understand. There is nothing left to say. Everything stops. An abysmal silence envelops you. The house, its beams and stones, waits motionless. No door. No exit. No cry. No breath. Only darkness. Again. Oh, this is different. You draw a deep breath. The salt of the sea stings your throat. Far past the Hook Haven, which is woven by the grounded ships of Livber, there's a whirlwind roaring in the east. You don't see it. You don't hear it, yet you know the power it holds. Enough to alter all of Gaia. A womb for gales to blow out of. But you come here. You wait, standing in the heart of twilight, silently, eyes shut. 5 years later, once again, you stand at the door to this house, a letter clutched in your hand. What am I waiting for? The letter. Read the letter. If you are reading these lines, it means there's still something inside your heart that belongs to me. As I've always told you, death is far too ordinary a thing to keep us apart. I will give birth to our creation in our home, beneath the place we once shared. You must be with me, inside me, because our creation cannot be left undone. Turn back, pass through the dark, complete us. We were always meant to be one, and we still can be, my love, as long as you have the courage, as long as you do not fear. I am waiting for you in the Never-All. Lilith. And all of it will happen again. You do know this place. You start all over again until you finish what you have started. I got an achievement. When you choose to forget, you are doomed to dream the same dream evermore. I got ending 8 of 8. Okay. Oh my gosh. Now we just got 2 more endings left to go. Oh my god. We're almost there. Yep. Alright, narrative map. Okay, something, another criticism I have, besides the, like, windowed mode, like, screen resolution option not being a thing in this game, but another criticism I have is that the music, doesn't loop, and that sometimes it just leads to everything being so quiet, when I'm playing the game. If you were to fix it to where the music loops, or the music starts up when you select from the narrative map, that would make things really helpful, or not helpful, but it would at least make it feel more immersive, I guess. Anyway, the smoke closes in around you. Memories long buried begin to unravel, spilling before you with a shiver along your spine. The last rays of the setting sun shimmer on the lake. You were young then. In the middle of your youth, you sat alone on the trunk of a fallen tree. Far from the noise of the festival marking the new Circad cycle, you looked at the water. Do you remember what you were thinking? My mother's story, I think. The one about the star that fell from the sky. The star that fell into the lake, turning into a pearl, left alone in the middle of everything. You were thinking of how the story ended. Would you ever find your place in the sky? That's where I found you for the first time. That's where we met. You told me something then. You said I was something like magic. Huh. But I was only an echo. The echo of a piece of you that stayed hidden. a part you could never bring out. I remember feeling seen for the first time. The setting sun washed everything in the amber light. In your eyes, I saw the same sorrow as mine. The helpless rage of fading, of becoming nothing. The thorny stasis of knowing we would both end. We just stood there. Lilith's voice reverberates, growing distant and wide. The mist begins to move, the lake evaporates. The stones melt, the fallen tree roots itself again. The sun sinks, and moonlight takes its place. In your hand, you hold a rusted key. You're standing before the door to the house. Do you remember the day we first came here? Small, damp, the door barely opened. You bought it with the little inheritance from your father. Not here, not again. Step back. You said we would be reborn together here. Look at the key. The rusted key rests in your palm. Its markings erased by age. No, I can't. This place couldn't be saved. It was a grave. Open the door. The door creaks open. The moment, The door creaks open. The moment, one you've lived before crashes over you even stronger than the last. Somewhere deep inside, you expect to see someone kneeling there, but only dust and cobwebs greet you. You said we could turn this place into something else. I could never love this place, this rotten place. You said we could turn this place into something else. Yes. Yes, I did, didn't I? Look, how warm and full of love it's become. Ours, to get together. We could have remade it, starting from below. Below? Yes, below. The basement. Before your eyes, the walls shift. Without a sound, boards and stones bend and twist. Reality folds itself neatly out of joint. The old basement door materializes before you. Through its narrow opening, a staircase descends. What will I find down there? The reason you ran from me that night. Go down the stairs. You descend slowly. The deeper you go, the colder the air gets. Sweat runs from your nape down your spine. Your breathing quickens. The smell of moss and damp fills your nostrils. At the bottom, you see the cellar stones awash in red light. In the small room stands a table and 3 chairs. It was here I first told you about the path to the grand unification. We had to stay hidden from curious eyes. To read the book, to perform the ritual, it was necessary for all of us, so that you could be inside me. The Black Alchemy Ritual. Lilith, this is where you said we had to die. Die? Die? The eternal unification lies beyond death. It unites us all. And what it requires is simple. A silver thread bearing your name, blood drawn deep from your wrists, and a letter left behind. You had already begun the ritual. The letter. The one thing that started everything. Lilith rises from the shadowed wall. She grips your collar. Your feet leave the ground. She seats you roughly in one of the chairs before the table. Your lungs empty in a ragged breath. Warm liquid runs from your nose to your chin. Yes, but I didn't write that letter. Every line belonged to you. You wrote it yourself. During those 65 months you stayed here, your guilt grew so vast that, in the end, you believed the letter I sent was the one you had written. Nonsense! I didn't write that letter. You sent it. You called me here. What do you mean? She takes the book from the table. You already know what lies within: madness, obscenity, worse. From between its pages, a folded piece of paper falls. Lilith picks it up and holds it out to you. Here it is. Take it. Your trembling hands reach forward. Drops fall from your chin onto the paper. They sound like rain against the floorboards, staining the white sheet. Driving me to death instead of finishing the ritual. It was unbearable to you. I will give birth to our creation. Why did you write that? Creation, I don't remember. I wrote nothing, Lilith. This letter isn't mine. It's your handwriting. Creation. I don't remember. Lilith steps into the crimson light. Her belt buckle clatters to the floor, the sound echoing off the walls. Her clothing slips from her shoulders. From the wound in her throat, black fluid spills. But your eyes drift downward to her naked body, to her chest, and her swollen belly. I told you here, not that first day, not when we spoke of the ritual. Afterwards, I was carrying our creation when I died. No, that's impossible. This is just another trick of my mind. You. No, my love. Us. You remember everything now. Every choice that led you here. The lake, the house, the ritual, me, and our creation. You see your past. Everything ends here, but you must accept it. Your name, your blood, your conscience, all are needed to complete the ritual. Lilith pulls the cradle closer. Within its hollow, you glimpse black smoke coiling and turning. She lifts a knife from inside it. I think this is where I have to make the choice of either using the knife or not using the knife. So I'm gonna save using the knife as the last one. I don't think I can do this, Lilith. All this cowardice. I thought by now, after coming this far, you'd found your courage, that you could finally stand by what you've done. And now you stand before me, saying you cannot? What you want from me, you want me to die. No, I can't, Lilith. I couldn't then, and I can't now. Then you'll stay here until the end of time. The smoke within the cradle rises thick and heavy, like the fluid once spilled from Lilith's throat. It wraps around you. You stand amid the storm. Your memories spin through your mind, striking the faint shards of your awareness and shattering. Each fragment collides, merges, separates until nothing remains but black smoke. You stand alone at the center of void. At last, your body begins to dissolve. Lilith. You stand in the middle of void. There is no whisper but the hum of in your ears. 1. You open your mouth to speak, but the sound rising from your lungs does not become words, only damp air. 2. You draw a deep breath and try to scream, but nothing comes, not even a whisper. The air is heavy, thick. 3. When you look around, you see you are still in the basement. The damp stones wait in a circle. The book on the table, the knife in the cradle, gleam. 4, 5, 6, 7. You look around. You are still in the basement. Wet stone surrounds you. No door, no window, no exit. The ceiling above you feels as if it rises forever into the dark. A red light of no clear source glows around you. On the table, the book and the cradle, the knife, both shine. 8, 13, 21, 34, 55, 56, 57, 65. From a corner, Lilith watches you. She has no face. Black fluid slides down from her throat. Her lidless eyes, white and round like marbles, never stop staring. The rotten muscles around her mouth are drawn tight. A shiver runs from your nape to the base of your spine. Silent treatment. You find a way to live your life with Lilith in the basement, in silence. Within the silence, the first thing you forget is your own voice. The end, 6 of 8. We just got one more ending left to go. Yep. Oh my god. This is a really beautifully crafted game. Holy shit. But now we just got one last ending to go. Okay, we've made it back here. Lilith pulls the cradle closer. Within its hollow, you glimpse black smoke coiling and turning. She lifts a knife from inside it. There's no other way, is there? No, my love. Take the knife and cut your wrists. You stand in an empty room before a mirror. There are 1,000 reflections in the glass. Your father's, your mother's, Lilith's, Clara's, and finally, a strange palimpsest of your own face layered upon themselves. Whom did you love? Whom did you bury? Whom did you silence? And now, what have you done to yourself? I am laying down this weariness. In the end, I died. You take a step forward in the mirror. A thin light threads from your chest, where your heart should be. There is a hollow, empty, quite empty. As you pass through the glass, you hear Lilith whisper a single word. What does she say? Death of the author! You cross past the threshold of the mirror. All stories, if continued far enough, end in death. And that's it! That's the final ending! We finally did it! Oh my god! This game is so beautifully well crafted, and man, it has such a deep story to it. And you figure out the pieces as you make your choices. All the choices are all puzzle pieces that form one big story, and I really like that. I do have a couple of criticisms with this game. and it's and one of which being that I can't when I go into windowed mode, I can't really set my screen resolution because like most people whenever they record, they have double monitors. I don't have that kind of luxury. So I can't really see my recording software or at the moment. So I can only hope and pray that the footage isn't messed up. So if there was an option to go in to change the screen resolution when going into windowed mode, that would be really nice. Another criticism I have is that there's no music. The music completely stops. There like if you allowed the music to loop or even start up when you select from the narrative map, that would be really, really nice, because it just feels really awkward when the music completely stops. So it would be nice to have some kind of loop in there. Which, speaking of the narrative map, the narrative map was the most helpful thing in this entire game, because I was like really like scratching my head wondering how I'm going to get all the endings. But thankfully, this update really helped out tremendously. So thank you so much, In-App Games, for that. And by the way, thank you so much, In-App Games, for reaching out to me, and sending me a early access Steam key. I really appreciate that. For anyone that plans to buy the game, please go give a review. I personally, I cannot really, while I can give a review on Steam, it won't actually be visible since I got the game for free. But for those that do plan to buy the game, please give a review. Any review, really. It doesn't even have, I don't think it has to be just a good review or anything. Literally just anything, any form of critique would really help these developers out in any way. I really think that. And also, yeah, another thing as well, thank you so much, In-App Games, for giving me this tremendous opportunity to do my first ever giveaway, because now I am finally going to be announcing the winners that will be getting they'll be receiving the 5 free Steam keys to this game. Only 5 people have entered this giveaway, actually. So all 5 of you, you're all winners. Let me announce who the winners are. The winners who will be receiving all 5 of these Steam keys are P-P-V 5350, Kate the Storyteller 2588, Yuchun 717, Ashot Zarekny, and Rain Harlock. Congratulations to the 5 of you! You are officially the winners to receive these Steam keys. Please let me know how I can reach out to you so I can privately send you the Steam keys to secure you to be able to get the game on Steam. I look forward to handing out these Steam keys to you guys. Okay, my faithful keychains, that was the finale of Livber Smoke and Mirrors. Very beautiful game. Agreed. And as always, my faithful keychains, thank you all so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe to the channel and click that bell button to be notified of all videos I upload. Be sure to leave a like, comment down below, and share this video with your friends and family. That will truly help me out in the algorithm. Be sure to follow me on my Blue Sky, join my Discord, follow my Tumblr, and join my Game Jolt for some future updates and community interaction. Be sure to buy my merch on my TeePublic page. Make sure to click that join button down below to become part of the faithful keyring support. You will gain perks such as custom emojis and badges, early access to upcoming videos, and shoutouts once every upload week. And lastly, go support my Patreon and Ko-Fi, and hype this video up. And until then, this has been Caelum Roxas, and Caelum Roxas, signing out, and we will see you all in the next video. Peace out, everyone. Peace out!